and welcome to Community Connection. I'm Marnie Yule, your host, Prescott Valley Chamber of Commerce here. A wonderful, beautiful spring afternoon in April. We're so glad you're joining us, and I got Mark and Eddie here in the studio, and lots of great guests. And my first guest you might recognize because he does come and visit with us often. But from Yavapai College, I have Chris Tenney. He is the Associate Professor of Instrumental Music.
It's
and
so
a
good
brilliant
to be
musician
here.
in his own right. I'm just going to throw that out there.
Oh, thank you so much. It's always a pleasure to see you.
It's always good
to
to
be
see
able to enjoy music together. I really like that.
Well, we were just reminiscing, and we're just going to share a little, digress just a little bit, because I know his timing. Prescott High School, his wife Layla Tenney just produced Footloose.
Yes.
And how many years ago was it that I worked with Chris with Teen Summer Stock Ensemble? There were a few adults, just not to get confused that I was one of the teens. Teen Summer Stock Ensemble of the production at Prescott Center for the Arts. Footloose, that you were the musical director.
Yes, it was so good to be able to reminisce and to be able to think about how that show made such an impact on all the students that participated. And it was so great to have your help in that. So being able to do it at the high school again and have such a great community response was so much fun. And I'm so proud of my wife and all those students for all the hard work they did.
Yes, and I was fortunate 4 years ago. I worked with Layla Tenney in Prescott Center for the Arts production of Steel Magnolias. So our Love Fest goes around a lot.
It's such a small community we have, and there's so much good that happens inside of it.
Well, and you and I were talking before we came on camera that if there's always something going on in the Prescott area.
Yeah.
Holy smokes, we were just talking about this past weekend.
Yeah.
And Mary Poppins and Menopause the Musical and the Spring Gala and Footloose and Fusion of Movement and their Footlight Productions did The Little Mermaid. I mean, holy smokes, there's tons of stuff going on.
Yeah, there's a lot of art and culture for this little town. I'm really impressed. I'm proud to be a part of that.
Yes, and then also on the front page of the Courier today is a story about Prescott Center for the Arts Capital campaign to build our new 99-seat studio theater, which will include educational facilities and storage and those kinds of things, as well as Prescott Valley's Main Street Theater with Clyde Neville being built right next to the Finley Toyota Center. So, more is coming. And again, lots of good things going on. You can't beat a day at the theater, can't be a day listening to music, and you've got a couple of things coming up that we sure don't want to miss.
Yeah, we absolutely do. We're really excited, and again, it's so great that there is so much art and music and culture in our little town. But we've got a couple things that I think are really worth your while. Coming up at the end of April 28th, we have a concert that we are sharing our jazz program and our choral program, and we're putting together a concert we're calling Swingular Sensations, and it's going to be jazz classics done both in big band tradition and in vocal tradition. So we've got some really great music there, things like Come Fly With Me or Sing, Sing, Sing or It Don't Mean a Thing.
Those classics.
Yeah, Cole Porter, George Gershwin, all of that good stuff. So that's going to be on April 28th at 3 o'clock in the afternoon at our YC Performing Arts Center. And we're really looking forward to sharing that with our community and combining two groups that don't often get to perform together very often, which again is that choral side of things, but the jazz big band side of things was something that we thought would be creative and a unique way to showcase some great talented students.
So this is a matinee performance?
Yes, that's correct.
On the 28th. Oh, that sounds wonderful.
Yeah. And
this is made up of the students, right?
Yeah.
In your music program.
Absolutely. So I teach 2 jazz big bands, and it is a great combination of our traditional age students, students who are degree-seeking music majors, as well as a lot of great, fantastically talented community members who are enjoying music throughout the rest of their careers or into their retirement, and we really enjoy having that mix. I feel like it raises everyone up to be able to have that sort of that communication with so many different parts of the musical world.
So Swingular Sensation.
Yes.
On April the 28th.
Yes, and then one other concert that I need to make sure that we get out there is our May 5th on Cinco de Mayo, again at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. We're doing a piece, a collection of themes that we're calling Music for Stage and Screen. Wow. Which should be a lot of fun. We've got music from Lord of the Rings. We've got music from from The Music Man, but we've also got great themes from opera, like Mendelssohn's Wedding March, or Offenbach's Can-Can from Orpheus in the Underworld. Or we even have some of the themes that were made popular by Looney Tunes cartoons, which should be
So
fun.
you'll recognize those.
Yes,
you
lots
know?
of very recognizable
And you'll say,
themes.
I didn't know that came from there.
Yes,
You know, or
exactly.
something you heard as part of maybe Looney Tunes
Yeah.
cartoons. It says, it has roots in opera?
Yes,
or
exactly. That's
yes.
Wagner I'm listening
Right.
to. Exactly.
You are getting classical music even when you didn't know it.
Yes, yes. And then we have also a great collection of themes from blockbuster movies, some John Williams, and even a collection. Yes, exactly.
We know John Williams, Star Wars, all the big classic, big
film productions.
film
yeah.
productions that have that music that just carried them.
And we're even doing a suite of themes from the Pirates of the Caribbean films. So it should be just a fantastic evening of great music.
Now, what part of your instrumental program will be doing this?
Yeah, this is what I might call more of our classical groups. So our concert band, which is directed by Professor Gary Flowers, and then our symphony orchestra, which I lead, as well as our symphonic band, which is the other group that I'm a part of. And so we're really thrilled to be able to put on music for our community. And as it is just near the end of the semester, we always like to make sure that we have something that is a little bit lighter, a little bit fun. And so we thought movie themes or stage themes would be a great way for us to finish out this fantastic year.
It's been an
just
amazing
good
year for
music.
you.
Yes, it has.
Yavapai College has had
Oh
a
my
great year.
goodness,
You've
we
been on
just-
several times in your programs because so many of the times I get to interview, I get to hear from Chris or some of our guests, and then I say, I'd like to see that. So then, as I just did, write it down. And a matinee,
Yes,
seeing,
fantastic.
you still have your morning, you still have your evening, you get in, you have a couple of hours of just wonderful music. It is a great place to be at a performing arts center.
Yes.
What a venue.
Yes, one of the
Just
most
amazing.
beautiful places to perform in the state of Arizona. And I mean, acoustically and just visually stunning. Such a place to be able to have here as a gem in our little community. I love it.
Oh, they're doing great things over
Yes,
there.
they
And that's
are.
all part of your home.
Yes, they are. In fact, we've made the announcement that next year's musicals we are going to do in the fall. We're doing Phantom of the Opera.
Yes.
And in the spring, we're doing Chicago. So we've got just
big
such
ones.
exciting stuff on the horizon. We're really looking forward to
And
the
they are open
growth and
auditioning
change.
for Phantom of the Opera. I think
Yes.
you can go to yc.edu or ycpac.edu and get information on the audition process with them. But meanwhile, you would like to go, you want to mark April 28th for
Swingular Sensations, yes.
And that's the combination
Yeah.
of the choral and the instrumental. And then on May 5th at 3 p.m., music from stage and screen.
Yes, it's going to be a great time. Some really good music. You don't have to be a classical music buff to really enjoy both
You'll
of these
get it.
great
You'll say you'll know
afternoons
it.
of music.
Chris Denny, thank you for joining us. YCPAC.com.
That's
you
correct.
can get tickets or you can get them at the door. So
Of course.
thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Oh, it's always great. A short break. We'll be right back.
Did you know dragging chains can spark a wildfire?
Only you can prevent wildfires.
Dad,
Just 1 minute, okay?
hey Bobo, do trees tell each other stories?
I'm sorry. I'm afraid I don't know that.
Hey, why don't we go find out? Listen.
Do clouds take naps?
I couldn't tell you.
Can birds draw pictures?
I don't have an answer for that.
Dad, do stars visit their friends?
Look!
Are your children in the right car seat for their age and size? It may be too late to check when you're on the road. Fortunately, you're on the couch. Don't think you know. Know you know.
And welcome back to Community Connections. Joining me now is Rochelle Skavark, who is with, she's Assistant Director, YMCA. We're talking about the Whiskey Row Marathon.
Oh, yes, we are.
It is one of the premier marathons in the state of Arizona, is it not?
It is, and one of the hardest in the country.
That's what I've heard. Hence, I've not run it. But, I know you have varying degrees of races, even including a fun run walk
Exactly.
that's involves all of us that are non-racers. But it's on the circuit.
It is.
You're getting professional runners from all over that come and race this.
We absolutely are. With being part of My Best Runs, it allows people to use our race as one of their, they have to do 4, 6, or 8 races to get this award. So being on that is really awesome, to know that they're coming to support our community.
Right.
Because it is. It's all about community. And knowing that all of the funds raised from our Whiskey Row Marathon goes right back to helping childcare, gymnastics, sports.
Programs at the YMCA.
Swim lessons. Kids get swim lessons because of people running in our race. It's awesome.
Right. It's also considered, somebody once told me, it's a great training race too, because of the altitude and because of the levels of difficulty.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah,
you really, when you run our race here, you've done something big.
Absolutely. It's fun to see people posting on social media of, I did it, I accomplished it. The are you tough enough is really true, because when they're done, they say, I am tough enough.
Wow,
So it is.
So tell us a little bit about the various races.
Okay, so we have a 2-mile fun run. So anybody can walk, run. Just coming out as a family is a great way to support our community.
Right.
We have a 10K, which is one of our most popular races.
Right.
As well as the half marathon and the marathon. We all start on May 4th, so May the 4th be with you.
This year, absolutely.
Yes. We have an early start for our marathon runners that might not quite get to finish within our allotted time because our course closes at noon, so they can start at 5 a.m. But the official race that they win prizes starts at 6 a.m. Then we have our half marathon starts at 7. Our 10K starts at 7:15 and the fun run starts at 7:20.
So traditionally, how long does it take a person to complete a marathon, upon average?
3 hours.
Okay.
And some a little less than that. But yeah.
Ooh, speeders.
Yes, they are
Oof.
speeders.
Yeah,
So
fleet of
it's
foot.
very impressive that they can get those done. And then we
Right.
have some that just need a little longer, and that's okay.
They do it.
They do it for an accomplishment factor.
Right.
I had a lady call me from Florida. Her son is graduating from Embry-Riddle that day. She asked if she could run the race and make sure she got a marathon medal. That's what she wanted, as a medal. She's trying to get a medal in every state. And I said, absolutely. You come by, we'll get you in our race. You can win a medal and go see your son graduate.
Holy smokes, dedication.
I know,
That's
isn't that
wonderful.
neat?
Let's talk about the 2-mile family fun run. So that's a walk. I mean, you don't necessarily have to run it. You can walk
Absolutely,
it.
right.
And is it there any time, like, you're done, you should be finished by now?
Well, no, we don't ever, it takes some people 30 minutes, some people a lot faster
Oh,
than that.
okay,
So they
okay.
can just come, it's really a stroll. Some people do try to get that time in, but it's just really all about the fun. And then they get to be at the finish line to cheer people on that are in the 10K, the half, and the full. Because we have such a great atmosphere down there. We have the refreshment
festival.
garden. It is. We have vendors. We have the refreshment garden. So it's just a really exciting time to come out, enjoy our beautiful weather, and support the community. It's just fun.
Yes. How would somebody register for this?
They can go online to PrescottYMCA.org or to WhiskeyRowMarathon.com. There's a link there to active.com, or they can just print the paperwork out and bring it in to us at the YMCA.
Right. Do you
it's super
find a lot
simple.
of people come from out of town and actually spend the night or spend the weekend here?
Yes, they do. So they make a weekend of it. So that's very exciting because they'll come up on Friday, pick up their packet between 3 and 8 on Friday evening.
Where would they do that? 3 and 8
At the
where?
YMCA.
Okay.
So they'll pick up their race packet, and then they'll go and spend the evening probably carb loading, getting ready for the race. And then they'll stay the night, get a good rest right downtown, and then they'll just get up and race and then spend the afternoon and get some food and drinks. And Matt's Saloon is going to be getting a commemorative Whiskey Row Marathon Cup, and they're going to be doing some really neat things for us this year. We're really excited.
Another partner, fun.
Yes.
Fun. How many participants do you usually get?
Right around 1,500.
What? Holy smokes.
We want more. We want 2,000. We want to get back to our real glory days of 2,000 runners.
When was that? When do you consider the glory days?
That was probably about 10 years ago we had that many. So I would love, here's my challenge, 2,000 runners.
2,000 runners taking off, going. Tell me a little bit about the course.
Okay, so we start on historic Whiskey Row, right in front of Matt's Saloon and the Palace. We have our Shady Ladies and Prescott Regulators do a shotgun start, and they are off and running up, take a little turn on Goodwin and go through Thumb Butte, through the Prescott National Forest. So talk about a beautiful run. Our 10K do a little turnaround on Copper Basin, and then they come back through. We finish right at the Courthouse Plaza.
Oh, okay.
So very, very fun.
It's a timed event for those that are building points, right?
Correct.
For running in like the Boston Marathon.
Right.
Things
So
like
you
that.
do have to qualify for the Boston Marathon.
Right.
But yes, so people are using this as a way to get those points to do different races.
Right. Holy smokes. 2,000 people running up and down those hills. It's a crazy day.
I know, it's my challenge. I've got to get those numbers up. I would love to one day get those numbers up there.
Well, I think word of mouth and the fact that all we have to do is have a beautiful, gorgeous day, and everybody will be talking about it, bringing their friends the following year.
We hope.
Yeah.
Yeah, bring your friends, bring your family.
Now,
Come spend the
is there
weekend.
registration fees?
There are registration fees, and they do vary based on the race, anywhere from $25 up to $100.
Oh, okay.
So it's affordable, family fun, and again, it's what we're doing with it. It's for the scholarship fund. It's to put back in the community and help those families.
And tell us again, some people may be watching and they're new to the area, where the YMCA is located.
We are on Whipple Street, 750 Whipple Street. We are right next to YRMC, who is our signature sponsor this year. So we are very, very grateful to them. They have been very supportive. They have been very involved. And we just are so grateful for this partnership.
Well, an investment in the community, they're amazing, as are you, and with all the programs you provide. I mean, you talk about swimming lessons, then there's gymnastics and classes and adult classes and youth class, basketball, you name it, you got it over there.
We absolutely do. We start from 2 years old and up through our preschool program, taking care of children every day, Monday through Friday.
So the 41st annual Whiskey Row Marathon, Saturday, May 4th. Sign up on
WhiskeyRowMarathon.com.
Thank you, Rochelle. Thank you,
Thank
Joyce.
you for
Have a
having
great
us.
run. We'll be right back.
Who wants to hear a story?
Once upon a time, there were 3 Billy Goats.
The tiniest Billy Goat Grunt.
The biggest Billy Goat Grunt.
Roared the troll. It's all
Ugly troll. Eyes as big as saucers.
And the Billy Goat was so heavy that the bridge.
Way up was a bridge they had to cross. And under. Why, thank you.
More than 180 million Americans rely on drinking water that originates in forests often hundreds of miles away. Those trees capture snow and rain, replenish rivers and streams, and keep our water pure. Without these trees, many would be without fresh, clean drinking water. But on average, we lose 7 million acres of forest trees a year to fire alone. These trees must be replanted so your glass can be refilled. The Arbor Day Foundation asks for your help in replanting our national forests, for the water we drink and the air we breathe, for the natural beauty that inspires us, the outdoor recreation that brings us together, and for those with whom we share this planet. For today and for future generations, please visit arborday.org. See what we're doing. See how you can help.
Roll over. Chance high five. All right. When you adopt a shelter pet, you discover all the things that make them unique.
And your mother and... I am totally a hat person. Right, guys? Thanks for being honest.
They're a little bit of a lot of things, but they're all pure love. Adopt pure love at theshelterpetproject.org.
And welcome back to Community Connections. You never know who is going to be a guest on this show. Now, Ron Bashir is joining me. Ron Bashir from the Heritage Park Zoological Sanctuary. We have a zoo full of wonderful, wonderful animals. So what does he bring us today as our guest? Madagascar hissing cockroaches. Such a friend. Thank you, Ron. This will be your first and last time. You're last on this.
Found out. I'm never allowed back.
I mean, that's what's beautiful about the zoo. You have everything there. And, you know, it's fun to showcase, you know, probably everybody, as Eddie mentioned, you know, cockroaches are not necessarily our favorite creature, but they're one of God's creatures, and we must take care of them. So we got them right here. We've got 4 of them. They don't have names. Do we have 4?
Yes, I have 4.
4. They do not have names, obviously. We were calling them like cucarachas with Eddie. But so, Ron, tell us a little bit about them.
Well, these are Madagascar hissing cockroaches, and they get that name because they breathe through these little holes right there, if you can see on the back. And when they get upset,
The holes along the sides of the back?
That's right where they
I do
breathe
see them.
from. So what happens when they get threatened, or if they're trying to have dominance for their colony, they go ahead and hiss, and that's where the name comes from.
Oh, okay.
And they are from Madagascar, which is how they get their name. Same as our lemurs, so we do have other
family.
the ones that are a little bit more furry, so but we can't take lemurs on here. So
What
we
do
brought
they
the
eat?
Madagascar. They eat a lot of. They're considered scavengers, so they're going to eat like fruit, plant, and animal matter. And if you see them like in their natural habitat, they're mostly going to be on the forest floors doing that. And actually, when it comes to cockroaches, it's only 1% that are really, you know, like the pests that we think of as the cockroaches.
Ones we don't
Yeah.
like.
Most of them actually have a, you know, they eat the decay to help, you know, get rid of that stuff, and then they help. It just helps the environment. So they get a little bit of a bad rap, which I totally understand. But these are just really, they're actually pretty cute. And as we discussed a little bit before, I was, it took me a while to start to like these. I'm definitely more into
They
the
look like they're
furry
asleep.
animals. Yeah, you can see the tentacles, they're moving just a little bit.
This one
there.
is, yeah. He's just, I don't know where I want to go. There's no foraging down here.
And actually, if you can tell on this one right here, so you can tell the difference between the males and the females.
Okay, you can turn
So,
this
turn it around,
the
they might
wood if that'll.
move. So if you can see right there how those pretty large bumps right there. So the males are going to have a lot more protruding, be larger right there compared to the females that are going to be more. See how this one's more flat and this one has the big.
This one looks a lot bigger though.
Bigger.
I would have guessed that to be the male, but not necessarily. So this is the male here.
That one's a male. Yep. So you can see where the bumps are.
Okay.
And they're not so bad.
No, they're not. I mean,
Not too
they're just kind of sitting there. They're not hissing at me.
No, they're
or
not gonna
They're not
hit.
jumping or crawling all over the table, which I was thinking. And, you know, obviously they look so comfortable. There's no need for us to take them out of their very comfortable, warm place just to hold them.
And one of these times we're going to have you hold one.
If it
just for
moves,
fun.
it may go on my hand, but it's not moving. They're sleeping. Okay. Let's talk about what you got going on over at the zoo while they
Well, you
rest.
can come to the zoo, obviously, to come see all of our different animals, including these, which will be at the grotto, which a lot of people do love the grotto. It's got the snake, not the snakes, but the tarantulas and scorpions.
I
So
bet that's where all the kids love to go.
kids love it.
Bugs and snakes and spiders and things.
I'll hear the parents say, well, you can go on your own, which was me for quite a while.
Yeah, this guy's a little shy. He's not turning towards the camera.
No, but we do have some events coming up, as we always do this time of year. I want to start with Breakfast with the Animal. It's going to be this coming Saturday. So it was traditionally Cassie the Tiger, but
Yeah.
since she's passed away, we're going to do the links this year. So we have 4 links, so it's going to be a beautiful breakfast. We have a really good plan, and we're actually going to do a little memorial. So we still have tickets available for that, so if you're interested in coming, please do that. And another big event coming up, Easter Extravaganza. So that's coming up on Easter, obviously, from the title. That is a great day. That sort of kicks off our spring. We really
This is
expect a lot
actually
of
held
people.
on Easter
On
Sunday.
Easter
Okay.
Sunday, yep.
Okay.
And it's just a fun day. We have different egg hunts on the lawn for different ages, and we have, once you collect the eggs, you turn them in for some candy and some prizes. You're getting brave.
Oh, I am. I'm just, watch out. I'm living life on the edge. I'm touching the cockroach. Still not moving.
Getting close. So yeah, extravaganza, that's going to be in Easter, and we open the gates at 10, and then we start our first egg hunt at 11:30 on the lawn, and that's going to be for ages 0 through 3, and then every hour we do a different one for different age groups. So at 12:30 it'd be 4 to 6-year-olds, and then 1:30 7 to 9, and then from 2:30 it's going to be to 10 to 12-year-olds. So it's a fun day. We have concessions for sale. All the activities are free with admission. And we actually do sell, if you want to come to the zoo before and buy your tickets for admission, you can do that.
Okay.
Members are free. But if you just need to get the ticket to get in that day, you can come and get them early because we will be busy. So please come early. But please come. It's a great day.
Oh, a lot of fun. A lot of fun.
And then another day coming up that everybody's familiar with, and this is another one of our really big days. It's Community Appreciation, known as Free Day.
Ooh.
So that is May 4th. And that's going to be from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. And it's free. So you come in. Now, once you're in, we will have concessions for sale and that kind of stuff. But it's just a fun day. Pretty busy. So once again, come early and stay. Please do your best at parking. We get a couple thousand people there, so we can't have that big of spots for parking. But yeah, we make it a really fun day, so we look forward to seeing people there. And for any of our events, please go to www.heritageparkzoo.org. And then you can also give us a call and see what's going on and buy tickets at 928-778-4242. And please, when you're here, come say hi to the Madagascar hissing cockroaches.
Well, thank you, Ron. Yeah, I mean, very entertaining. We've watched him lay there. But that's probably better than scurrying all over the table, right, Eddie?
He was moving around.
We
He
didn't
would not
we
like
didn't,
that.
we wouldn't. Yeah, he wouldn't. Eddie wouldn't like that.
I tried to have
I'm
Eddie,
feeling a little more comfortable about
Eddie,
about
are
them.
you feeling more comfortable?
Yes.
No, he's still shaking his head. So.
Well, again, all these things are going on at the Heritage Park Zoological Sanctuary. Thank you so much, Ron. Thank you for bringing the Madagascar hissing
And
cockroaches.
please have me back.
Well, I'll bring you back. I'm just teasing. He's always welcome. So we love to see what you're going to bring and share with us from the zoo. So a bunny would be nice next time. Okay.
Could have done that for Easter. I didn't think about that. That's true.
And I want to remind all of you out there that right now, Prescott Valley Days is May 9th to the 12th. Pre-sale carnival ride tickets are available at the Chamber. All day you ride wristbands you can purchase from us ahead of time for $20 a day. Once the carnival opens, they're $30. We just want to make sure our community knows the opportunity to save $10 because we know kids love the carnival, and this is hopefully save some money. But again, a great fun time coming up. We'll talk more about Prescott Valley Days on a future show. And again, Team Up to Clean Up on Saturday, May the 4th. But you can do that. You can do a Community Appreciation Day. Lots of good things going on in the community. So thank you all for joining us here on Community Connections. Visit our chamber at pbchamber.org for more things going on. Have a great 2 weeks.